What is up, guys? Justin here, on my way up to the store. And I don't think I've explained the store yet in a video, so I guess a little update on what's going on here. So we sold at that record show last month, the beginning of October, and after that show we had all of our stuff left that didn't sell, you know, basically priced and ready to go for something. And it just so happens that Ryan's uncle recently purchased an antique shop in the next town over from us. Well, it was a big building that he bought that he turned into an antique store. They're still in the process of like remodeling parts of the building and stuff. But his uncle was nice enough to let us bring our game stuff up there to set up like a video game display for sale. And you know, retro video games, antiques, some people consider retro games antiques. I don't really, but we've been doing pretty well up there. We've been up there now for, you know, just over a month, and we've sold like a few $100 worth of stuff, which isn't a ton, but it's a lot better than having all the stuff just sit in my basement until we do another show. Which, speaking of, we are doing another show. We have another show scheduled for next weekend. It's like a flea market style thing at a local brewery. Kind of random, but I guess it's like an annual thing that they do now. And so there's going to be all kinds of different stuff for sale there, but we reserved a couple tables for our video game stuff. So I'm headed up to the store now to spend the afternoon there, getting everything as ready to go as I can for next weekend, making sure everything's organized, priced, cleaned, just so next, you know, Saturday evening we can come up, load everything up, take it to the show on Sunday, and then bring it all back the following week. So once I get up to the store, I'll give you guys a preview of what we have set up there before it all gets torn down on Saturday. So this is what we got set up at the store here with this awesome video game sign that came out of our local Play and Trade. Ryan's uncle grabbed that when they were closing down. And so here we got up here, I mean, I'm not going to show everything in detail, but some $5 games, all these NES games I usually do like a 3 for $10 on, or $4 each. Much more $5 games on this row here, just some of the more popular stuff. And then we got some $2 junk here and a bunch of $1 junk down here. And then these shelves here have some of the better, like, individually priced stuff on them. Again, I'm not going to go into real detail here, but a bunch of those boxed NES games that I got last summer, and then just some of like the Mario and Zelda and other popular stuff. And this whole other rack here, we found these racks in the basement of this building, which is kind of cool. All these are $2 games here for the most part, just kind of bargain bin style. These as well, and then a bunch more $1 junk down here. And then you guys kind of a preview of the rest of the building here. Like I said, this is a huge building. But then over here we got a bunch of systems for sale. I just brought these in to bring up here for this week, a bunch of controllers and stuff that are priced for the show next weekend. And finally, I call it a glass case. It's an acrylic case, but just some of the higher end stuff in here. So that's what we got set up for now. Of course, it's constantly changing as they renovate the building, but just wanted to give you guys a quick preview of that. So I just got to work here, but I got a few minutes, so I figured I'd elaborate a little more on the store there that I just showed you guys. And so obviously I didn't show you the whole store. I mean, it's a huge building. I just showed you my little part that I have set up there. But basically I'm one of like 10 vendors that has stuff for sale there. And they just have like one register or whatever, so everything's labeled for the individual vendors. So whenever, you know, I sell stuff, then I go up and like pick up, you know, at the end of the month or whatever, I get a check. And so I think on the way up there, I told you guys that I'd sold a few $100 worth of stuff already. Well, I didn't realize that he had a check waiting for me when I got up there, and it was for like another $400 and some. So apparently I've been doing a lot better than I thought. And normally, you know, if Ryan's uncle's working and I make a big sale or whatever, he'll send me a text and let me know what sold and whatnot. But apparently I've been doing a lot better than just that, because that was a nice surprise when I got up there. So anyway, I just wanted to elaborate on that a little bit to clear up any confusion. If you guys have any more questions, feel free to drop them down below. But let's fast forward now to next Sunday and the game show. So here we are. Weather is absolutely horrible. And we gotta unload all of this plus another car. Well, I'm glad I didn't bring my handy dandy cart that I bought because it would have been useless in this stuff. My feet are soaked, but we're almost unloading up. It's so dark in there. Like the atmosphere of this building is so dark. I don't know how well I'm gonna be able to film, but I'll try my best. So we are 1 hour in and doing pretty good so far. Glad to see that the weather, I don't know if it's improved much, but it's not keeping people away, so that's good. Sold a few systems, GameCube, PS2, Game Boy Color, and quite a few games so far. So I'll let you guys know if anything else exciting happens. So it's coming up on 3 o'clock here, another hour to go. Things have definitely slowed down, but that's kind of expected. Selling a lot of handheld stuff, sold a couple Game Boys already, and quite a few Game Boy games, so I guess our glass case is working for us. Just sold a copy of Smash Bros. Melee too for like 39, I think I ended up giving it to him for. So anyway, 1 more hour to go. I'd like, you know, a couple more sales, a couple more decent sales, and I think I would be satisfied. So we're wrapping up here. We got like 10 or 15 minutes left, I think. I don't know how long they're going to stay open past 4. They might. I don't know. But I'm pretty happy. We made a pretty big sale. Sold a 64 system with like Smash and Mario 64 and NFL Blitz, I think. Anyway, it was like $100 and some, so that was a good way to end the day. But like I said, we still got like 10 or 15 minutes, so you never know. Something else could happen. So, finally got everything unloaded. This is what my living room currently looks like. Anyway, I guess I would consider today a success. We didn't quite reach my initial sales goal, but we got very close. And considering, you know, the weather was so bad, I'm surprised how many people actually showed up. And in a way, actually, the weather kind of helped us because when we first got to the show, the space they gave us was not ideal, at least the spot in the room where they put us. It was in like a dark corner by the door, so it was going to be like cold, and the table that they gave us was like sagging, like it felt like it was going to fall, like break in half. And luckily though, they had a few cancellations, like vendor cancellations, I'm assuming due to the weather, and so we got moved to a much better, more well-lit spot. It was still a little bit dark, but we were right next to a window, so it was light enough, and we got, you know, a better table, a nice 8-foot table, and then I brought my own 6-foot one. So we still didn't have enough room. We still had to put stuff on the ground, but at least we could display all of the better stuff up on the table. So, like I said, overall, I would consider it a success. And we have another show now scheduled. The guy that So we did the record show last month, the beginning of October, and the guy that runs that was at this show selling records and stuff, and he told us about they're doing a show January 19th, I think, the same place that we did the record show. So I'm going to be trying to stock up for that, and trying to promote that a little bit. He gave us some flyers and stuff to hand out to people, so yeah, next month, hopefully we'll be doing another show. So anyway, I want to thank you guys for sticking around and checking out this video, and until next time, take care.